Hello everyone and welcome back to the journey as we get ready for the Malaysian Grand Prix from the Sepang International Circuit. Not really one of my favourites, but we'll see if we can maybe chase down some of the Mercedes. We've certainly qualified a little bit better this time. We are on the front row, but once again, check out that gap. 9/10 off of Lewis Hamilton, just showing the strength and dominance of that Mercedes. Then Bottas, then Vettel. This time Rosberg hasn't qualified very well of those two. MERCS did have Jenson Button there towards the back end of the top 8. Onto the second page, a disaster in qualifying for Ferrari, 12th and 14th. Fernando Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen. Not great. There's the final page. Let's jump in. 14 laps for the Malaysian Grand Prix. So here we go then. Once again, we are on the grid. We're second place. This is much better than last time. And that is not a good start. I do not have this game just jumps you straight into it. No breather. Good start for Vettel behind us. Bottas already through. Oh my God, we're dropping back. Rosberg did move over a little bit there, but we got him, I think, back around the outside. Let's clear Bottas, maybe. Yeah, we got him. Bye, Hamilton. I think he's gone already. We'll see. I'm going to chuck this car around as hard as I can. Bit deep. Not a good sign. Obviously those MERCS are just so fast, but we'll see. Might be able to keep up with him at least. Oh, well, we are keeping up with him quite well here. Although I am ragging my car right now. Rosberg's already up to third after a bit of a poor qualifying. Oh my God, we're so far clear of everyone. What's even happened? Bit of a slow run there for Hamilton. Obviously no DRS yet, and no KERS, no nothing to use. But let's just really throw the car around until we get into DRS. Lewis, where are you going? That's fine. Yeah, I wanted a wider exit so that I can get power magic stuff. I don't know. Fill the blanks in yourself. Well, we're driving really well at the moment, like relatively speaking, apart from obviously missing the apex there at the final corner. But like, we're keeping up. Again, the goal for this season is to win a race. I don't suspect we'll be competing for the World Championship, but you never know. Things are looking all right here for that race victory, though. For now, anyway. Again, I have checked the old strategy, because there's a few two-stops in the last round, and we're definitely on a one-stop strategy. He keeps having a little moment on the apex there. Rosberg has closed right the way back in. Obviously, Rosberg, who is the championship leader. Whoa, is it wide? That, honestly, that really threw me off. Why is Hamilton in the pit lane? Why are they already on two-stop strategies? What has happened there? Because one of the Williams is also in the pit lane. Well, I guess now our target's Rosberg. That's very bizarre, though. It's Bottas, by the way, was the Williams that was in the pit lane. I'm a little concerned that Rosberg's pace might be a little bit faster than Hamilton's, and maybe he's pitted for a technical. I don't know. I promise I've got no mods installed other than a livery. So this is just the game as it is. I know a lot of people were saying about with the last season there was a little bit of that weird stopping happening, but no, this season it's legit. It's just whatever the game decides. Bit of a lock on the front left there, but nothing major. Whoa, he's good on power out of there. Oh, I've got to turn it up to Rich. Whoa, he has gone. This sector, he's flying. And he is not pitting. My God, the speed that he has just pulled away from me. I've set basically the same lap time as last time. He is nearly 2 seconds a lap faster than me. I was giving it all this and that about us potentially, you know, maybe this is the race we'd win. Up comes Rosberg and flies through. Maybe Hamilton pitted because he had an issue then. Because Hamilton was running about the same speed as us, and Rosberg has gone. Does that mean we're in for a boring Malaysian Grand Prix? Just cruising around in second? Somehow, I don't think so. Seems it at the moment, but you never know. Post-pit stop. It's the pit stop always changes things in these games, isn't it? I'm just saving that fuel now. Trying to hold the gap so it doesn't explode too much, but I think it's already at like 4 seconds. Well, we're pitting, not next lap, but the lap after, which I believe Rosberg is also doing the same strategy. Yeah, he's like 4 seconds clear, 3.5 seconds clear. That's crazy. Because my lap times are relatively consistent, you know, for us anyway. Like I said, Hamilton must have had a problem. He's into the pit lane, and whatever problem it was has been sorted then. But I think he must be on a two-stop strategy from where he is. But be real for a second. How fast is that Merc? It's crazy. I mean, it just really puts it into perspective. I remember watching these races, you know, especially the one that I remember is Bahrain this season. because I remember them being on, I think it was either the harder tyres or like Hamilton was on the hards and I think Nico was on the mediums or whatever. I just remember how much, after a safety car late in the race, whilst battling, how much they pulled a gap out on the Force Indias that were actually quite good that season. Or this season. You know what I mean? They just absolutely demolished the field. And what was it? It was brake issues at Canada, I think, if I remember correctly. There was contact between them at Spa, and I don't remember what happened in Hungary. But obviously those are the only races that a Merc didn't win at, and that was Ricciardo who came to pick up the pieces on all 3 occasions. Also, I did get told at the end of the last lap, I think Ricciardo's got roughly the same speed as us, maybe a little bit quicker. He was saying he was closing in at like 0.3 of a second a lap, but at the moment he's just too far back. Post pit stop, we'll turn the engine up and we'll leave it in rich. But here we go, we're coming in. Rosberg's also in, and there we go, straight in the pit lane. Ricciardo's coming as well. Maybe we'll delay Rosberg a little bit. Yeah, have it, son. We delayed him a little bit. Will make absolutely no difference. 2.3 seconds, that's a cracking stop, lads. Right, as soon as we're out of pit lane, turning the fuel up. Maybe Rosberg's going to be slower on these tyres? A man can dream, innit? Hamilton's 1.7 behind us, and obviously we'll do battle, but I think he's got another stop in him. Let's get past Gutierrez. It'll be like the only overtake of the race for us. Here we go. What a whopper of an overtake to the inside. I mean, that is literally the only overtake I'm doing today. What a cracker. I mean the overtake. Just to clarify. Really bad usage of... No, just move on. I'm leaving that in. You know what I mean? Hopefully some of these cars stay out just for a little bit to maybe drop Rosberg back into our clutches. Don't think that's going to happen, but still. No. Oh, one's staying out. Oh my God, Hamilton's right there. Okay, touche. Alonso's leading. I mean, the gap's 2.5 seconds between us and Rosberg. Oh, that's not a fourth gear corner, but whatever. My bad. Have nice engine problems. Whoops. Yeah, it was like 2.5 seconds between us and Rosberg. Let's see if we can maybe close it down. I don't know. He's not really getting much smaller, so maybe there's hope. But that's because he got Alonso ahead of him, rather. And it was this sector where he really put me in my place. I mean, I've never flowed well through that final sector. Never really enjoyed it. We're going to let Hamilton go. And Rosberg's making a move anyway. Oh, into the pit lane, right. Fair play. I don't have the speed of that Merc. No one is shocked by that. And we should be very happy with second place. But I don't know, when I was behind Hamilton, I felt really good. Mostly because he was struggling. Look, the fact that he's not running quite as fast away as he was at the start of the race is giving me a little hope. Not of this race, maybe, but just of the season. Maybe a race or two. Maybe Monaco. Maybe Canada. Maybe Silverstone. We'll just click for a race. Yeah, that final sector, that's all it is. I think everywhere else, hold on, 4.8. It was 4.8 seconds at the line. What is it at the end of the first sector? 4.7. And what about the end of this sector? I don't think it was that good. 4.7. So we're the same speed, if not a little bit quicker, in sector 1 and 2. It's just here. Just in that third and final sector where we're struggling compared to him. And then like a second and a half faster in that final sector. Part of that is me, part of that is the car. We'll call it 50-50. I was a really bad final sector, I'm not going to talk about it. I've lost like 2 seconds. Yeah, really. Yeah, it is what it is. But the fact that we're faster in sector 1 and sector 2 does fill me with hope for the next couple of rounds. Probably the most boring race so far. I'm trying to think of one where this little has happened. But come on, 79 races, you're going to get a stinker in there, aren't you? Also, I need to leave this in rich mix, like from the start of the race, basically. Because we've barely burnt, like, that much fuel at all. The fact it's still on, like, 0.8. It's so far above where it needs to be. I thought it was more than that, to be fair. They said Rosberg was a second lap faster than us. Did matey boy race engineer? I'm only repeating that because I'm 90% sure I'll cut that off because I'm so blasé with whatever the race engineer says when it comes to edit, and I just forget. And we're holding a gap of around 10 seconds to Ricciardo apparently, so we are driving. Again, I think we are driving quite well. Generally speaking. Obviously quite a few mistakes and all that, but part of that is pure lack of concentration from just not having really a major battle or anything like that. There's no pressure. It's just driving. Like I say, races like this, you just got to find the hope. Where does it matter? What's the deal? What are the positives? The positives are that Rosberg's not as fast as us in sectors 1 and 2, generally speaking. And that tells me if there are circuits, of which there are plenty, that don't fit this plate, maybe like a chance of a race victory is on this season. A title, unless they keep having reliability problems, which, this is 2014. Oh, that's terrible. Where are you going, bro? Yeah, it is 2014, so, we'll see. I mean, Hamilton's not had a particularly great start to the year. You never know. So here we go then. Rosberg's about to win back-to-back races to start out the season. We're going to move to second place in the championship, I believe. But we are going to grab our first podium of the hybrid era. Good victory for Rosberg from 5th place as well. Really not bad at all. And you know what? I will take second place. Some positives to take from it. Yeah, it really wasn't a bad race. Despite finishing second and almost nothing happening, I will still take that result. Daniel Ricciardo on the podium as well. Sebastian Vettel there, 3rd and 4th for Red Bull. Pretty solid. Lewis Hamilton, 6th position. Both those Ferraris, after a poor qualifying, though, moving up to 5th and 7th, showing they've actually got some really good race pace. Jenson Button there, 13th for the 2nd consecutive race. Maybe he is going to have an unlucky season. You can see the rest of the finishing positions. Obviously, only Pastor Maldonado going a lap down. Max Chilton and Sergio Perez both retiring from the race, which is a bit of a shame. Let's take a look at the championship standings. You'll never guess who's on the top. Yep, it's Nico Rosberg. After 2 victories, he is on top. Daniel Ricciardo and ourselves, we are locked on 30 points. And the Constructors' Championship seeing a little bit of movement in there as well. Could do with a little bit of assistance from Jenson Button. He's got no points so far. Hopefully that will change at the next race. Obviously, it will be under the lights at the Sakir International Circuit for the Bahrain Grand Prix for the first time in Formula One's history. Let's see how we get on, and we'll see you then.